a show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith. Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Boy, these colors are
I was looking at that. RW's bookend again.
Good morning. It's up to 56 now. And Odie, it's going to be hot. 88. Keep you some water in your cooler because you'll need it before the day is out.
You know, here we are this time of year. 35 degree difference from the start to the end of the day. You know, good old Mississippi. Back and forth.
Start out with a light jacket and you got to dump it by nightfall.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You'll probably still be wearing short sleeve shirt come Thanksgiving.
As long as it doesn't snow.
The likelihood of that here is
we're good.
So minute.
Yeah, we don't get snow until around spring break.
If it happens.
If it happens.
And then you wonder why we shut everything down. We're just so excited we don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's it. Hump day. Everybody's saying good morning. It's hump day, and that it is good morning, everybody.
We see Shirley's getting out of bed. Hope she does something creative today.
Right. What, put makeup on?
Yeah, that would help the rest of America. She caused a few panics down at Wally World before.
Everybody fits in at Wally World.
Where did the generation come from where they think it's okay to wear their jammies to the store? I have no explanation for you.
Well, go on and look at some of these things that's on the internet and read the comments, because you'll figure out real quick how many people did not pay attention in school, that has ne'er bit a clue on how government works, how everyday life works.
Now, Odie, when I was a kid, I all through high school, I worked at Taylor's Pack-A-Say. Occasionally on a Saturday morning, I'd have someone call me and go, hey, I hadn't had time to get dressed. I'm out of milk. I'm going to pull up to the front door. Would you bring it out to me so I don't have to get out?
Yeah.
And I've done that a lot, but that ain't the same thing.
No, my grandmother, it didn't matter if she had nothing planned that day. She was going to get up and she will be dressed to the T to sit on the couch. Okay,
there's very few people who do that now.
And nowadays, no, they don't do that. That's right, Ashley, ne'er a bit.
That's a good word to use, ne'er a bit. I like
ne'er
that.
Ne'er a bit. It just...
But it is hilarious sometimes just to walk in a store to get a giggle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if your day's feeling bad, go by Walmart.
You'll feel good about yourself. Say, whoop, whoop.
Hot dog, I am good. I'm on top of the world.
Odie, I don't watch a lot of what they call the stories or the soap operas, but y'all keep this girl in prayer. I don't watch General Hospital, but she seems to be young. She is, let me show you her picture. Her name is Kristen Storms, and this is from Daily Mail. This is who she is. She is scheduled within the next 2 weeks to go have brain surgery. She's got some form of aneurysm, and she's going to have surgery. So
wow,
y'all keep her in prayer. That's a toughie there.
You know,
it could happen to any of us.
Think about that. Brain surgery.
Woo.
You've got someone to open up the old noggin up there and go in and repair some stuff and then put the noggin back together where it still operates. That's having something up here I just ain't got.
Yeah, me too.
You know, we've got some heads here. We got some way up here. A lot of us fall kind of somewhere in the middle, you know.
I've often talked about this. I think the last big brawl that we had on a cruise ship was over the chicken tenders, wasn't it?
I think so.
It was a big fight over that, and it was like 50 people involved in it. Well, apparently that group is not on a cruise anywhere right now, and they went all over to the Whataburger to get a burger.
Didn't bring enough ketchup out.
And Odie, this was in Washington State, I believe this is where this, I think. No. Texas is where it's big there. They went to Texas. Odie, it's about 20 of them whooping each other inside the Whataburger, basically over a bottle of ketchup. It is getting to the point to where in fast food restaurants, people will go through the drive-through just to avoid stuff like this. Because, and you know, as you put this, a restaurant can't afford to have full-time security there all the time. Your hamburgers have to go up, the price increases, and just not worth it.
That's bad enough now.
But we have people that just cannot behave in public anymore.
Well, law and order.
But, I mean, I'm not going to show this on the screen because I don't want anybody to take it.
Y'all go pull it up.
Yeah, look at this, Odie. I mean, it's women, it's men.
It's kids.
Oh,
I say kids.
That one, she looked pretty tough back there.
Yeah, she's on top.
She can whoop us.
She's got the advantage.
Ooh, he's a big old boy.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just a common thing that we're seeing across America.
Is that a hamburger going across the screen?
That is somebody holding their hamburger.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
As they take the picture of the rest of they never stopped eating. They just sat at their table and eat and was taking pictures of everybody fighting.
I thought somebody threw a hamburger. That stuff costs too much to throw.
Y'all remember a few years ago, not that long ago, before COVID, everybody was having the battle of the $4 meals, where you could get a hamburger, fry, and a drink for $4. It's minimum of $12 now for a regular. I think you can get something at Mickey D's for $10, but on average, if you get a large drink with it, it's $12.
I remember I found an old menu, and I think the hamburger was 40 cents. I think an ice cream cone for 20 cents. Of course, then, I mean, the menu at Dairy Queen was not extensive.
Hamburger.
But it was
fries.
Yeah, that was about it. Milkshake, ice cream, all that. And then after I got out of the Navy and came back and took over Dairy Queen here, we had just started coming out with value meals where you could get, number one, cheeseburger, french fries, all that, and it was like $3.20. That was with tax. $2.99, $3.20.
I remember those days.
Not anymore.
No. I can remember as a kid, what was it, the Whopper? You could get those
Burger
for like
King.
49 cents. They'd have a special they want, 49 cents and limit of 10.
Oh, you remember going to get a roast beef sandwich, $5 for $5?
I do.
Man, I'd always take two of them and double everything. Dip
prices.
Cones.
They're saying, Chris said that Wendy's has dropped their prices. It's time for some chili. That's all I got to say. They make some of the best chili.
It's time for chili, and if Wendy's Corporation is watching, we want that salted caramel back.
Odie's hooked on this, y'all. And he's talking about the frosty.
Man, that stuff was...
Those Frosties will make you hurt yourself.
Yeah. And no, we don't want that you put a little bit of caramel in and then that's not... No, we want the salted caramel Frosty back.
My wife left town last weekend, and I got the urge, and I had to go through McDonald's. The caramel sundae, I had to have one. Yeah. And the ice cream machine was working. Hey. So I went and hid in a parking lot and ate it.
Crystal, we don't have Crystals anymore.
Yeah, they gone.
I don't know why they can't stay open.
They used to be.
Yeah.
15
get
cents.
A whole bag of them suckers.
Yeah. Times are changing when it comes to fast food. And then you say, well, fast food, and boy, you go to the grocery store. It's just tough right now with prices. Everything is increased.
Yeah.
And as we all know, a lot of times the money goes to the CEO instead of the actual workers. And that's where the problem doesn't balance out so well there.
But that fellow or that family or whoever, they came up with an idea and said, I'm going to go out on a limb. And I'm going to take my money and my name and everything that I own, and I'm going to put down on this venture.
Which one are you talking about?
And any of them, any venture out there. And that person begins to make some money, and everybody else wants a piece of his pie. Well, pay them for working for you, but that guy, that man, that family, whatever, put everything he owned, his life at stake, his well-being at stake to start a business to better himself, and he did. If you want what he's got, work for it.
And boy, I'd almost forgotten about this. I don't know what it was, but I remember as a high school bonanza. You know, they got a parts store or something in that now, or a furniture store.
Bonanza was good.
But I don't remember the numbers that used to be at Bonanza. But that's a memory lane down of food and the way things have changed with pricing.
Crystal couldn't control their mustard.
Chick-fil-A's got it going on. Woo!
Yeah, they do.
I think I visited with them at least twice this week
I
already.
seen you yesterday.
Yeah, I was there. Where were you at?
I was
behind
inside.
A bush? Oh, you were.
You were going through the line.
And he asked me when I pulled up, he goes, "Are you ever going to download the app?" I've been meaning to do it, and you get the points back, and I ain't done it yet. Thank you, Brian. I'm going to do that. That's a plan this week.
He can download it. He still won't know how to use it.
Well, I got a body camera in here somewhere that I've misplaced that I bought that I ain't taken out of the
When are
pack.
you going to have time to stop long enough to order something on the phone?
That's a good point. I have to call. Oh, coming up, we're going to talk about my newly hired assistant for the company. Of how this is working out. We'll tell you about this next. It's Scotty Ray Report.
When your AC goes out, your sink leaks, or your breakers are tripping, you need help fast from someone you can trust. That's why we work hard to have the fastest service times and the most knowledgeable technicians in Central Mississippi. Our promise to you, at your door in under 24. So don't wait days for others to show up. Call Environment Masters for hassle-free plumbing, electrical, and AC. At your door in under 24. Because it's not cool to make you wait.
Garrett Outfitters on 8th Street is getting you ready for summertime. A large selection of cool hobo shirts. Maybe it's short sleeves. Maybe you need a pair of shorts. If you're going to be cutting grass or maybe riding a tractor this summer, you're going to need a straw hat to keep cool. And as you head to that favorite fishing hole, don't forget you'll need a pocket knife along with a great rod and reel. And if you earn your living in the woods, don't forget to check out their big selection of snake boots, Carhartt pants, and shirts for any occasion. It's Garrett Outfitters, 3505 8th Street, Meridian.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. Welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie as we begin this day.
You know, my brain got a quick freeze there real quick.
Over what?
Shirley brought up, did Dairy Queen have the Mr. Misty drink? Yes. And that was kind of like it wasn't a Frosty. It was little bitty pieces of ice with your mix in there.
Like a Coke in it or whatever.
Yeah. But, yeah, they were good. Mr. Misty, yeah, they were good. But, man, they would give you brain freeze in a heartbeat.
I don't guess I ever had one of them.
Yeah, it was kind of like, it was a slush is what it was. A slushy. It was good.
As I mentioned, I made an addition. I let my wife go to work for me, and she's helping out. Now, she wanted a salary, and I told her she already had one because she takes mine. So
How many do you want?
there's no reason for two. And one of her responsibilities, and boy, I'm supposed to really stir her up.
Because she's watching, I want you to know.
is to, because there's a lot goes on inside my truck during the course of a day, and sometimes I lose track of where I am and where I'm supposed to be. So she tells me where I've got to be at what time. You know, she'll have to call me several times. 20 minutes before, hey, 20 minutes, you need to be over here. So I got a call yesterday. 10:30, you need to be at the realtors. So I go over. I look around, and I see a horse, and it's just me and the horse. So I call her back, and I said, for some strange reason, I'm the only person here. She starts digging. She goes, oh, that's tomorrow. But she goes, you need to go on over to the Children's Museum. They've got an event going on right now. You still got time to make it. So I go over there. I walk in. I said, where are the legislatures that are supposed to be here today? And they look at me kind of funny. And they go, you know that's tomorrow. No, I didn't know that, but thank y'all very much. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
He's got this nice, fancy, computerized calendar sitting right up yonder. And you can get on your phone and you can punch in the date, and it magically appears on this. Well, it'll do it on your phone.
But I don't know how to do that, Odie. It's like I got another body camera that connects to my phone that you can look at it while it's on you, or you can look at it from the house just, to watch. And I don't know how to connect that. It come loose, and I don't know how to hook it back. I punch a bunch of buttons and nothing happens.
Y'all ought to see us when we get ready for these live events where we bring stuff up. Rob, thank you.
Plug that in. Did it work?
We do have fun because I'm not the most computerized,
We've even had
knowledgeable person.
We've even had to call Washington, D.C. and go, tell me what's wrong.
Yeah, we have. Here, hold on while we go FaceTime.
What's this wire do?
Here, look. See,
And you can only imagine what the thoughts are that, hey, but we always get on the air somehow. Some way, somehow.
he
Hey,
looks down and says, it's Dad calling.
can you imagine? We have to brag on this fella here. He does a lot of work in Meridian behind the scenes. A lot of people don't realize. There was a call that came in night before last. There's two fellows over here with a bunch of guns, and they were pacing back and forth. And you think about that in your neighborhood, you don't want that. So here come the police. They get there and they go, whoosh, and they take off running. Well, what do you do when that happens? You open up the back door of the police car and you go get them, boy.
You now go to work.
And they just so happen to have some things that they shouldn't have, like guns that were, I want to say, even borderline had been altered to be very illegal. Oh, Toledo, he was all over it there, and he chased it down. He recovered the backpack and took one into custody with the help of the police officers, of course, there.
Well, Cameron sitting there, his handler is making sure that he's trained.
Absolutely.
That he's doing what's supposed to be done. Them two work together as a solid team. And talk about a pair when you see that drive up.
And we're going to
just lay down.
We're going to have a long talk with Captain Cole. He just got appointed to captain.
Yeah.
I was down at City Hall last night, and Toledo was there, and I got Cameron to get him out there. I needed a new picture of him in case we needed another picture of him. And we were taking pictures of him next to the police cruiser. And he was looking, and then Captain Cole got behind him and made a face at him, and he, I dropped my phone.
So you didn't get a picture.
It took me by surprise. You know how a dog will lurch at you? He made it like that, and he come at me. I dropped it. Scared me to death. I would not want that fella chasing me for nothing.
No.
He's serious when it comes to it. Speaking of gunfire, I was, where was I at? I was over by the mall, and somebody called me and said, I just heard gunshots over on Highway 19. So here we go.
Boogie there,
boogie there. We cut through the Texaco, stopped on top of the hill, and sure enough, there was a whole bunch of police there. Now, I don't know what caused this, but apparently a female got upset at a male subject. And she commenced to doing her best Clint Eastwood at him.
Oh.
As he's a pretty good runner, too, because he didn't get hit. He was
shook and dry.
Yes. As the Dukes of Hazzard, Bo and Luke would miss him sometime.
That's it.
But managed to get away from it. He didn't get hurt. One female taken into custody. It was shell casings in the road out there as she had done this. Now, we don't know what the formal charges are, if he pressed charges in the end or not, but sticky situation there. Several shots heard all around the Meridian area on that side of Meridian yesterday. Fortunately, no one was hurt, Odie.
That's a blessing.
Have you ever made your wife that mad?
Oof. I'm not going to answer that.
You get a skillet or something?
I was not around when she took off her anger about 35 years ago.
She break something?
And no, a friend said, well, if you're just mad, shoot something. That'll make you feel better. So she shot the TV.
You really did make her mad, didn't you?
Yeah. What? I saw him the next day, and he said, hey, man, you might want to be careful when you go back around her.
Oof.
I said, Yeah.
And it ended up like Tammy Wynette said, RDIVORC.
I don't make her mad anymore.
That was just one of 30.
Yeah. She says, "Hey." I said, "Yes, dear."
We had a situation yesterday, and we went out to it, and we put up that a structure fire had happened. In the end, after we got there, it wasn't that. As we put this story up, and this ended up being, the best we can call this is a domestic situation, an argument of some sort where it was called in that there was a fire, and in the end, it was not. There may have been a puff off a cigarette or something, but it was not a fire. It was more of an argument, and the sheriff's department had to work that out. And y'all just don't know from each, and I don't care what police department's watching me, whether it's Philadelphia, you're in New Orleans watching, of how many times police have to go settle arguments amongst grown-ups.
And what they're going in.
Yes, sirree.
You know, that is something else. They've got to go up in these situations.
That's right. And I'm promoting cattle prodders for every one of them.
Well, they've got some that reach it out a long
sometimes
way.
you need one up close and personal, though.
Well, you get two of them.
I'd have me 3. We'll be right back. More to come. We had a bunch of incidents yesterday. We'll tell you all about that.
Ashley said her husband's been furloughed and she hadn't shot the TV. That's good. You don't want them things cost too much.
You know, Elvis had a tendency to do that at Graceland down in the jungle room. It's rumored that he took out quite a few TVs. Didn't like them. We'll be right back.
Hey, welcome to Kia Meridian.
We're a family-owned business that has been serving the community for 25 years.
If you're looking for a new Kia, we have them. And if we don't, we'll find it.
No stress, no hassle, just the best deals. And right now we can get rates as low as 0%.
Shop local, get the car you want. And be a part of the Kia Meridian family.
Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing, or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Grass cutting season is here, and if you need a new lawnmower, drop in and visit our friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have the size yard you have. Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Visit our friends at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494. And welcome back.
It's us.
It is Wednesday morning. You haven't even said that camel thing yet.
Yeah, we did early, but it's hump day. We made it again halfway through the week. Don't worry, Friday's on its way. Woo, so is November and Christmas.
Oh, and we've got Bud and Burgers this weekend.
Yes, you're going to have to take pictures because you're going
to be out of town.
I'm going to miss it. Hopefully we got, with that storm coming in Sunday, I don't know how it's going to do on us over there in Alabama. We may have to dive a lot longer Saturday to get all of our training in. Ooh.
Yeah, you know, everything that I've got shows this storm really being Sunday, and the National Weather Service has it coming in late Saturday night. I mean, this will be adjusted as it comes. Yeah. So we'll keep you up to date with the latest on this, as how it develops and moves in, and the time frame of everything. Yesterday afternoon, we brought up Dairy Queen. If you were passing Dairy Queen headed north, you noticed that the fire department only had to walk
right across
out
the street. Yeah.
We had a boo-boo there. This is fire station number 5 here in Meridian, right past the BMW dealership, past Dairy Queen there. As you hit play here, that's one of those, you can't get those trucks anymore. You always hate to see those damaged because there's so few of them left there.
Step size, just not what they used to be.
Yeah, it's got a little frown on the front of that truck now, and that Cadillac has a new redesigned rear end.
Yeah.
One person was transported for medical care. It wasn't life-threatening by any means, but still someone injured in an auto accident there. And again, fire department, all they had to do was walk outside. They brought out one of the engines there to block traffic right there. So nobody can get hurt. Another accident
Get checked
happened.
out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a common thing yesterday. We got several of those wrecks to share with you of what went on yesterday. Let's see here. This would be late yesterday afternoon out near Wynot. As we come here, let's take a look at this, Odie, as we backtrack and show you. This would be at Wynot Denville Road, right in that area there. Highway 19 South. As we see the ambulance and all arriving here on scene, taking care of business for everybody. Again, that was yesterday afternoon, Causeville, Wynot. As we see the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department on scene as they went to check everybody out. It was just one of those little fender benders, nothing too major, nothing life-threatening. Now,
we got Brian said that was his grandson's pickup truck. Well, Brian, we hope he's doing good this morning, and I know that was sad to lose the old truck. But glad he's okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, those old tough trucks, those ran forever. I had one. I had a 2000 model that had 400,000 on it when I got rid of it.
Still going.
Yeah. It went to New Orleans last I saw it.
Without you in it?
Without me. We did have a horrible situation yesterday. This would happen in Smith County at Highway 18 and 501. We have a driver that lost his life yesterday. This would be a wreck, an accident involving two 18-wheelers yesterday afternoon. And as you'll look at this, this is Highway 501, 18, 501 running into 18 right there near Silverina is where this accident happened in Smith County. Names have not been released at this point. It will be later today of who lost their lives. And think of that. Traffic was backed up, Odie, for hours upon hours. Both lanes of these trucks blocked the road.
That's terrible.
And if I am not mistaken, the Law trucks were owned by the same company. All of that hasn't been released yet, but I think it was two drivers for the same company. Don't quote me 100%, but the information I'm getting on that leans toward that. Again, we'll have more information on that later today, but y'all keep them in your thoughts and prayers. That's a toughie there.
Man, I hate that.
Across the Bama state line, we had a person ejected yesterday in an auto of Sumter County. This is not far, Highway 28, just outside of Livingston, Alabama. There, look what's left of this. Let me blow this up where you can see this just a little bit better if that acts right. Let's zoom in on this to show you that car. Look what's left of that, Odie.
I mean, there ain't nothing holding the tires up, but the brake line.
That's it. Rollover accident there. One person ejected, a couple of others taken for medical care. I believe they were brought to Meridian as that comes about. Let's hope that they're doing better there. And that was a one vehicle accident.
No, it's not I giggled, but. Definitely not a funny situation at all.
Oh, well, we know you didn't mean that for that.
No.
Let's go back and touch on, I had brought up some numbers. Tate Reeves updated this, and I didn't realize that this had been updated. You brought it up to me. We were talking about what was going on with Leland, Mississippi, and also Heidelberg.
Both had 4 arrests in all those shootings this past weekend, but Leland now has 5 arrests in that situation.
And we're up to about 4 there in Heidelberg that are arrested.
4 Heidelberg and 5 in Leland.
Now, down in Heidelberg, it has a lot of people that it was after the fact to where I guess he went to and said, look, I'm in trouble, I need help, and they gave assistance in some shape, form, or way. And it may go further than that. But Leland, that was just an outright shootout in downtown. And
I meant to get a picture, but there was a picture, the young man who lost his life, one of them, in his graduating gear, robe and hat, and had his life ahead of him. Went through and graduated school and was looking for the rest of his life, and it was taken. And now his family's having to deal with him not being there. And it's not just him. Yes, his life is lost, but these other kids who are now in prison for the rest of their lives, or if they're found guilty, the family having to deal with that is a tough situation. And we continue to pray for the family of the ones who've lost their lives, and then the family of the others who were involved in it, because no one won. Not
No.
a single person won anything out of this. And it's just devastating of what's going on in the minds of our young generation right now.
And we'll have the other story coming up about Highway 16, what went on there yesterday also. We're also getting reports that Alabama Roll Tide is going to lose to
The
Tennessee,
garbage truck.
the Tennessee Vols.
Yeah, people say that that the Tennessee stadium reminds them of a garbage truck convention
Why?
with all that orange that's out there.
Oh, I thought it was What Sleeps Six.
No.
They're not orange anymore, though, here in Mississippi, are they?
No.
That old joke has just run its course, I guess. What Sleeps Six?
So. But then Hottie takes on Georgia. I was clapping.
What are the Vegas odds on Tennessee and Alabama? Seriously, does anybody?
I don't, but I'm sure Alabama's got the.
You think they got the upper hand on this?
I think so. Let's see if we can't go to Uncle Google. And
I hear Mississippi State is going to be playing this weekend also again. So we got a lot of college football that's headed your way. Okay, Kayla is all about some Tennessee Volunteers saying they're going to win there. Ole Miss has a great Georgia.
All right, let's see. The win probability is 74% Bama.
Oof, that's pretty high.
So it doesn't really say. I hadn't found the odds. But
Jackie saying roll tide roll. Oh, here come them roll tide folks.
Yeah, but we got a hottie toddy.
Is Ole Miss now? What's their ranking? They're 4
We're
and
4.
how many?
Oh, we're 5-0. We're ranked 4th
In the nation.
Yeah.
And the odds of Ole Miss winning?
Let's see.
Well, you're supposed to know this off the top of your hand.
I know it.
If you're a true hottie toddy fan.
Supposed to.
What'd you come up with?
Let's see. Georgia has got a 70% chance.
Against really?
To beat Ole Miss. Both of them are sitting right now at 5-0. So
it's almost equal.
No. I take that back. We're 5-0 and they're 4-1. I take that back. But yeah. Well, after that game we just had Saturday, I could see where it was like, come on. But Ole Miss 6-0, 4-0 in the SEC. But we're going to see what it is. As long as somebody has to clap during it, we'll be okay. Karma come down on Kirby for his childish behavior.
That you've got there. Who is it on our sheet here that tells us what's Mississippi State playing?
Mississippi State's playing Florida at Florida.
That ain't good usually.
Then we're playing at Georgia, so that's going to hurt. LSU's playing at Vandy. And you don't know about Vandy. Kentucky, Tennessee. If old Arch can get him a front line to give him a
He's
time
getting better,
to pass.
isn't he?
Well, his front line's getting better. He's pretty good.
Okay.
But nobody gives him a chance to play.
I got you.
Let's see. Mizzou at Auburn. Arkansas and Texas A&M. There might be some pretty good games.
We're still getting a lot of. We even got one Hail State there from Ann.
Well, that's
Go, girl,
okay.
go.
That's all right.
We could win.
What?
I'm not willing to bet any money on it, but we'll see.
Kayla's not giving us any kind of a chance.
She's
Ole Miss will lose.
She just went ahead and called it.
She just went ahead and called it. But
we'll see.
We're going to be out there.
Big weekend coming up. We'll be right back as this morning travels along.
I'm Laura King here at the Diabetes Institute. I'm a family nurse practitioner that is board certified in advanced diabetes management. Wanted to let you know that we're here right off of North Hill Street for all your diabetes needs. We are located right next door to Squealer's Barbecue, and we are open from Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We accept all types of insurances. Wanted to also let you know that we take care of type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes. We'll do gestational diabetes patients as well as pre-diabetes. We have in-house lab. We also do a point of care A1C so that you will leave the clinic that day knowing what your A1C is. Again, we're here off of North Hill Street, right next door to Squealer's Barbecue, and we'd love to see you for all your diabetes needs.
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota equipment. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. with professional grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right. All backed by unmatched dealer support. Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. We see that we've got somebody in Tuscaloosa that's in a little hot water.
Yeah, he's not doing. He's in orange.
Oh, yes, it sure is. He was a police officer. We see this happen a lot. Domestic violence has taken over this as we have a police captain that's on leave after a weekend incident involving a woman being choked.
Yeah.
Now, again, all of this is alleged until proven in court, but Kermit Thomas Kipp, 57 years old, was taken into custody around a little after midnight over the weekend as this came about. A woman ran from the home, called police, and he was taken into custody. He's been released. He's probably going to be on leave until this is settled there. Pretty common when it comes to things like that is how police departments handle that.
Shirley says a big hotty toddy for her husband. He played football for Ole Miss, 74 to 78.
We're talking about Bubba?
So yeah.
Oh,
look at there, hotty toddy.
Congratulations on all that. Up and coming. Let me address this one before we do this other stuff. We were talking about Kemper County. What happened to Kemper County? Let me see if I can find that real quick. I thought I had it pulled up, and for some reason I don't.
Yeah, that was a tough situation there.
And it was right up until daylight before all this was all cleared up. This is the scene last night. Kemper County, Sickanotchee Hill is where this is. We had a car and a chip truck collide. The chip truck overturned blocking the bridge going up Sickanotchee Hill into DeKalb. So we had to have people come from Scuba and people come from the DeKalb area to work on this. You couldn't get through. And again, most likely involves somebody like Simmons getting that truck up out of the road there.
And then you got to have the equipment to come out there and clean that up. That's tough.
I have not heard of any major. We don't know the outcome of how everybody was. We haven't gotten a statement at this point from the Kemper County Sheriff's Department of condition of those involved in the wreck. But keep them in your thoughts there. That was a big accident that occurred last night. Let's see here. What else we got going on this morning? We got some birthdays coming in?
Yeah, we've got a few of them coming in. So,
all right. Well, let's step back.
That up.
You'll remember this as we peel back the time. Remember Penny Marshall?
Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah, she had the big L.
Yeah.
Well, she was born today back in 43.
Dang.
Maybe you were a big... and if I am not mistaken, that was a spinoff of Fonzie. Happy Days. I think it come out of that show did. If I remember
Something
right.
like that.
Yeah, if I remember. It's been a little while. As we go back to, do you remember the girl that, they got to switching so many girls on Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
This was one of the later ones there, Tanya Roberts.
I remember her face, yeah.
She took...
Farrah Fawcett's place, wasn't it?
It was eventually Farrah's, but it was two or three others. Cheryl Ladd had taken,
Cheryl Ladd.
Then came along her. But boy, there's a lot of changes on there. It was 1951. America was young and innocent.
Yeah, the redhead, everybody knew.
The comedy would start to become today, and she set the bar of what it was. I Love Lucy debuted in 1951, and what an actress that woman was.
Yeah.
She knew it, didn't she?
She knew it. She knew it.
Across town,
wow.
and we've all seen the pictures behind the scene. It would be 1960. This girl from Butcher Holler would finally make her way to the stage. Loretta made her Opry debut. 1960. So that makes it 65 years ago.
Man,
is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But she changed country music forever. She done quite the thing there. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. And what was it? Let's pretend that we're all alone.
Yeah.
I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low. And you can tell him he'll have to go. The Gentleman, Jim Reeves, had a #1 hit with that. That was a standard for Jim Reeves. He'll have to go. It was quite the song. He had an incredible voice, Jim Reeves did there. I always loved Elvis. I am probably one of the biggest Elvis fans that there ever was. And it was Good Luck Charm. Y'all remember that? It was 1961 that this would become a big hit for him. I see the look in Odie's face of, I don't know that song.
I was trying to go back and remember, and I don't 100. Mama loved Elvis and had all his records and everything, and then she played it a lot. So I've heard a lot of hit songs, whether I remembered them or not.
I always relate this song to Louisiana, and I've probably told this story once or twice. But growing up in Kemper County, I had a best friend that when he turned 18, went off to work and went to Louisiana. And so we decided one night we wanted to go see him. And he got off at midnight. So we drive to Louisiana. And so he didn't get off. We got there, I think, about 11. So we had an hour to kill before he got off work at midnight. Well, somebody made the wrong decision of stopping at the little juke joint down the road there to wait on him in Louisiana. Let me just tell you, if you're from Mississippi, it's probably not a good idea to bust into an establishment like that to wait on someone. So the three of us go in, packed in a Toyota that's a single cab, and we commenced playing pool by ourselves. And for some reason, the pool table next to us didn't like us, and they started telling us they didn't like us. And there was this, I don't know any other way to word this, Odie. And I'm not going to call their name because their wives would get all bent out of shape because I bring out names and everything. But there was this girl shooting pool at the third table over there. And as Fred would say, she looked like the part of the Polaroid that you'd pick. She was awful. Oh! And she started winking at the old boy that was with us. And we could tell that the other pool table was fisting to whoop us. So he made friends with her, and we exited out of the juke joint with our skin alive. She had, let me say, a little too much to drink.
Oh.
And she thought she could sing.
Oh.
And she commenced to singing Debbie Boone's You Light Up My Life to us.
To all y'all?
Well, it was all three of us sitting there watching, but she had eyes on him, and she was like bigger than he was. Like she could pick him up like he was a little toy.
Oh, yeah. So she was your protector.
Right. Well, she had, as I said, she had partaken of some beverages, and she fell asleep. And we pushed a Toyota a quarter mile so it wouldn't crank up and wake her up to get away.
Did y'all make it on time?
Oh, we were late. Debbie Boone, 1977, You Light Up My Life. But the old girl thought she could sing, Odie.
The story you have.
And he was awful. I mean, that's the worst singing I've ever heard in my life. But I sat there and watched it.
Have you heard us? I mean,
she was worse than us.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, she was real bad. But she had the little karaoke machine there, and she was just cutting up with it. Mork got married today. You remember this Mork and Mindy?
Yeah, Nanu.
Nanu got married on TV back in '81.
You know, that was where they did that.
It was a strange show, but it seemed to work at the time. This would change this old boy's life forever. Back, what was it, '83? He was just a sop drunk. There ain't no other way to word it. He couldn't make shows because they called him No Show Jones because he was seldom on the stages singing his songs.
He's trying to get there in his lawnmower.
She figured out that he needed to be there to where she could take care of business.
Yeah.
She took all his alcoholic beverages away. It did turn his life around and saved him.
And he did thank her.
He did. It would take a little while. He was kind of ornery there for a little while.
Yeah.
This would also, the streets of Bakersfield. What was that where he took the old drunks? I left my old watch and wouldn't want folks to think that I'd steal. 88, Buck and Dwight came out with that. He went number 1 and stayed there for weeks upon weeks, if y'all will remember that. She's not the cheating kind.
Oh, Woo. Man, I tell you, I like it.
Brooks and Dunn, that was 94, believe it or not. That was many, many moons ago.
Yeah.
I don't know where time goes. This guy, I cannot tell you how much respect I have for this man. He saved so many. He had a gentle touch and reached billions. And I think it was billions that he reached as he would. I didn't realize that he had gotten a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Billy Graham.
And his son is taking up the
ministry.
The ministry.
Franklin. Man. And believe it or not, Franklin's like 60 or something or better, isn't he?
He's close.
He's gray-headed.
Yeah.
Who does this remind you of?
That's High Tide. Well, I've got a few of them it reminds me of.
Huckleberry, Tackleberry, that was his name, Tackleberry, wasn't it? And of course, that was that big one there that you brought up, High Tower there.
Yeah.
His mom and daddy, if you remember the first one.
His mama gave him that gun.
Yeah. Oh, what a! Y'all remember Blake Shelton when he done The Baby? That was probably one of his better songs, in my opinion. Blake was good, and then
even you brought him to Meridian.
This sure did. Who remembers this?
Oh,
can you believe she's gone? I'm.
You thought that Thigh Master would keep her in shape?
Would be. Suzanne Summers passed away in 2 years ago.
Man,
it just doesn't seem like she ought to be gone by any means.
No,
the things that happen so quickly there. Jackie says she loved her some Billy Graham there. Odie just got a page. Greg be listening. Did you get a page?
Did I get a page?
You may have.
I hadn't got called out yet.
Oh. We'll be right back. More to come here as we take you through this early morning. J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes. They carry the Nixon tire with free roadside hazard service, along with high-tread used tires. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. The Scotty Ray Report studio is sponsored by Environment Masters, providing hassle-free heating and cooling, plumbing and electrical services since 1957, and now serving Meridian homeowners.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Welcome back, and after many comments, this was not planned, was it?
No, we did not plan to wear this shirt, but once we got here, RW is happy. He's proud.
I went all the way to the back of the closet today to grab a shirt.
Well, I'm looking, and I said, I hadn't worn this shirt in a long time. So I said, hey, what the heck? So I pulled it off the rack, and so here we are, and there it is. And RW always says when we match, we look like bookends.
Well, I got some that still got the plastic from the dry cleaner that I hadn't taken off yet. I've been meaning to take the plastic off, and I was just too lazy this morning to do that.
Well,
it seemed like an extra effort there.
Yeah. Well, you want to keep them in pristine condition.
We had a boo-boo on 29th and 8th yesterday. Now, at the end of the day, everybody was okay. It was a boo-boo there, and the mom came up after the wreck there to see her son. But this is the scene there at the street there. And, boy, look at that car. It took a hit.
Wow. Yeah, that hurt. Just a little bit.
Slowed traffic for a little while there as we look at this. But could have been a lot worse. Everybody ended up being okay at the end. I didn't have any. I took a bunch of other pictures. I just didn't put them with it. But thankfully, nobody was seriously hurt there. Totaled at least one totaled out car. Not sure about what's going to happen to the Ford there, but it got banged up too there.
Sue watching us from Hernando.
Get out of here!
Yeah, thank you, Sue.
Over by the cheeseburger stand, we had another boo-boo yesterday. North Hill Street. That's one of those.
Not the Bronco.
That new Bronco got it. Now that's if I'm not mistaken, that's over by the bank there.
Yeah, it looks like Great Southern, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's anywhere on North Hill Street. Just saying, it is some kind of tough.
Pull out and go to the right.
Yeah.
And then go find somewhere to turn around, come back the other way. It's the safest way to do it.
The blink of an eye there would get you.
That is a very heavily traveled road. So always exit the parking lot and go to your right, just to be on the safe side.
Let's see what else we had. We even had one out by MCC yesterday as we go here to take a look at this one here, Otis.
Right there at the entrance to the back.
Yep, we had a little, as you'll see there, that car there had a boo-boo as well. Could have been a lot worse, but it was just tons of these throughout the city yesterday of little incidents that happened there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. I first started getting reports of, hey, how come I can't pass nobody? What is going on? And this is the scene here. Look at this. Let me zoom in on this. Do you see how far traffic?
That's a long one.
There ain't no way, and there was cars behind this. There's no way to pass that. I don't care how you do it, how you slice it, you can't do it.
All right, what was it?
So we got to investigating it, and this is what it was. It was a string of law enforcement riding bicycles across the entire state of Mississippi, and they're visiting each town that's had an officer that has fallen in the line of duty.
Wow.
And as we go here they come. I want to play this. It doesn't take but just a second to watch this. They've been pedaling a long time there, and they're getting the full police escort down B Street, and they're going to turn and go up to the police station. Here they go. Here come the bike peddlers.
You know, that's awesome, and I know it put a hamper on some of travels yesterday, but what they're doing for the memory of these fallen officers.
And I thought, there's Odie at first, and then I forgot you got a new vehicle.
Yeah. Now, it does kind of look like it.
Yeah, at a distance there, it did look like Otis coming down the highway there. But that's what that was all about, because I know there was a lot of you that got caught up in that traffic and were wondering what, because there was no explanation for it. And I didn't realize that was going on. It's amazing what you can bump into riding around and find out the story behind the scene. Late yesterday afternoon, we went out to City Hall, and this is a reminder of October Domestic Violence Month.
Yes.
And we go here, and they brought in a group, and they done really good. They put on a performance there yesterday afternoon to bring awareness of domestic violence there. And they had a little skit that they done there. Nice crowd came out for this and attended. We had Percy speak, and so many other people came on out.
Love shouldn't hurt. That speaks volume.
We did learn that you cannot light a candle in the wind.
No, and they make battery-operated ones for that.
Ward tried that. He kept lighting it, and it wouldn't last. We had a lot of police officers. Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department showed up as well to help out with this, and we appreciate everybody dropping by. Care Lodge hosted that yesterday, and they do a lot for folks that you just never see.
And you
because it's a private
that.
thing.
It is. But that is the most dangerous situation that our officers can go into.
Now, this is something that everyone's going to have to get used to. This is just coming because the way society is now. Kosciuszko being one of the first to put up an illustration of this, Kosciuszko school system, and I thought we would share this as we go there. They're going to show you what's allowed, clear. You got to be able to see in those bags when you come into a ball game.
Okay.
And as you get over here, any of this, backpacks, purses, all of that is not going to be let in because you can put a weapon inside a purse.
Not even going by that, looks like you can't even have a clear backpack.
Nope.
So I think that's great.
Because you could stick clothes inside
in
there.
between it.
Right.
Yep.
Pretty soon, and it's coming to this, and you know this, it will be, you have to go through a metal detector to enter.
They're already coming to a lot of these places. A friend of mine who we do business with, they sell that kind of stuff, and he was out delivering and getting set up this week where you've got to have. Did you ever think we would say that? You're going to have metal detectors to not just go to a school, but to go to a football game?
Yeah, and if y'all remember, when I was in high school, you could have your hunting rifle in the back of your truck. No one thought anything of it. No one would have thought of doing anything like that.
No, heck, half the time we went hunting and left the woods to go to school.
And same as leave school to get there in time.
And go hunt. But now, no tailgating, Greg. Yeah. That's done. Metal detectors. You got to have clear bag. Best way to do it, just don't even take a bag. Stick you a couple dollars in your pocket to support your concession stand. But society, where are we going? Because we've been going down. Where's our bottom? Where are we going to stop before we say enough is enough is enough?
What Merle Haggard saying? We're rolling downhill like a snowball headed, well,
exactly where we're going, because we took Jesus Christ out of schools. We no longer sing the national anthem every day to our flag of the United States of America. No prayer. Now, don't get me wrong. We're not forcing that on people, but the base of
our nation was
built on Jesus Christ. And that's where it needs to be.
Football coaches fired for giving prayer to their players. I mean, come on. And Angie says she's been digging this morning, and this is a statewide thing of getting rid of tailgating and backpacks. All that's going to be a statewide enactment in the school system. And they're doing this to protect you.
And a lot of schools have been clear backpacks for a while.
But even in the ball games, they're not going to allow that.
Yeah. Well, it's like backpacks. You really don't need a whole lot of a backpack now, because most of your studies are done on computers. Everything's done. You get you a computer at school now, and you do all that stuff. Your textbooks.
But it will be almost like at some point entering an airport. You know, you have to put all your stuff, scan, and go through and put your boots back on.
And that's where we want to be as a country.
And that's where we are, Odie.
Yeah, and that's where
we want to be there, but I think that's where we are.
Man, that's terrible.
So just a heads up for everybody headed to a ball game this Friday night. It's going to be a little different than what you've encountered in the last. Hey, we got cruising coming into the Highland Park area this weekend there.
Saturday.
A lot going on there. This will be going on. And again, we will have the big event downtown Meridian happening with Buds and Burgers. I hope you can make it out to that also. Let's see here. We had to congratulate the volleyball team. Look here. Newton County Lady Cougar volleyball team. They won the state champs last night. Congratulations.
That is good.
I know that there's a lot of proud mamas and papas this morning, so tickle for them also there.
So I want to look at this. I just got a message. Somebody says Waynesboro schools do not allow backpacks of any kinds. Kids don't have books. All books are on iPads, and everything's done on those pads or the computers. We're getting to that.
Yeah.
You know, that's terrible, man.
But there's those that, and it's not, and truthfully, there's really not that many bad people. It's just that they set the precedents for everyone else because they got away with what they done.
That's right.
So there we are. We're going to tell you in just a second about a fire that broke loose yesterday afternoon. Now, I thought it was going to be bad because we had some wind blowing.
Yeah.
We'll tell you more about that in just a moment. Don't forget to get those birthdays in. We're going to do those in just a few moments.
We got a few.
Still got time to get yours on. Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill. Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good and reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Here we are.
And let's go out. This would be in the Long Creek area. As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, Jeffery Acres Road. As we go out here, as we see the volunteer fire department showed up. Yeah, they've changed this that we play. As we go, look at this wind, how it's catching these flames down here, Odie.
Yeah, it was moving pretty quick, and a lot of wooded area back there.
Now, this was a mobile home at one point back here on the backside of this land. And as the wind gets a hold of that, that could have spread quickly to that underbrush, and we'd have had another thing of having to have the Forestry Commission to come out. Thankfully, this was gotten out pretty quickly there.
No one lived in the home. It was vacant.
Kind of an abandoned thing, right?
Kind of abandoned home. So no one is out of a home today because of that.
So as we look to this, Charlie Kirk that got the Presidential Medal.
Yes.
Freedom of Honor.
Freedom of.
Isn't that how it said? Freedom of Honor.
I think so. And I just went blank.
It's bestowed upon very few Americans who get this. And as I mentioned in that first show, it got the cross inscribed on the back of it. That's never been done before.
Yes.
We're proud of that his boy in the story she was telling about the kids, and it tugs at your heart. It was his birthday. It was given on his birthday, and his family will never get to see him again. And then I turn in, and you start looking around of all the people that are protesting and celebrating this. It shocks me how inhumane some folks can be at the loss of someone's daddy. I don't get that. So that's what was going on yesterday. And as we move into this, as we get peace in the Middle East, what is going to happen with Zelensky? All of that's going to be playing out before long, and he is promising, if you don't put an end to this, I am going to give them Tomahawk missiles to help end this war.
Oh, it's going to stop.
One way or the other.
It's going to stop.
So we will see where this heads to. We've had a lot of wars stopped, and we would love to get this one ended too. Did you see the drone footage? I don't have it in front of me, of Gaza as the drone flew through with the ceasefire now and went through the. Oh, Odie, there's nothing left. I mean, it's just going to have to be one big bulldozer down through there to clean all this stuff up.
Now, they did ask President Trump, when are they going to start rebuilding and what is that going to look like? And he said, first, he said, everything's destroyed. He said, everything's got to be cleaned up. He said, then you can worry about rebuilding. He said, there's a lot of work's got to be done over there before you can even start to rebuild anything. I hadn't seen the footage of that. Man.
And yes, the mariachi band will be at Dumont Plaza tomorrow night. You'll go down and do your best, what do you call that dance?
Cutting the rug. I don't know what that is. 5:30 to 8:30 at Dumont Plaza. I think this is the, they call that what, third Thursday? Something like that. So go down there and take part of it. Dumont Plaza. It's always a good time down there.
I just thought they came around to your table and played to you individually. I didn't know they done
serenade.
I didn't know they done full concerts. I'm not being ugly.
That's pretty good.
I just thought they went to table to table.
This is going to stop when they start making these murders pay with their life because their life took without 30 years of appeals. All right, so today we talked about this a little bit, touched on it yesterday and then touched on it today.
What's that?
There's a man going to pay for his with his life today.
Yes, tonight.
And because of that, and you're right, one of the things is you were convicted and you were found to be guilty of such a heinous crime that
and it's bad.
You were given the death penalty. But yet we keep you in jail for 30 years and allow you to have all of these appeals. I think everybody ought to have their time to have appeal. But once it's done and it's over with, the offense took out. Whatever it is, if it's life, then it's life. If it's death, then it's death. But 30 years on there until you start making sentences tough.
The crimes will continue.
The crimes are going to continue. Especially, just that right there is not helping.
I think most Americans would want this to be swift. Very swift.
Too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 12 months max. Yeah.
And if you're corrected within, then there it is there. Let's see what else. There was something else I was going to tell you about that was happening. What did I do with it? Ford had cut production on some of that. That's not.
Some of them battery operated cars that ain't making them no money.
As I was mentioning, we've had people that were rejoicing with Charlie Kirk.
Yep.
Well, they done that in front of Trump, and he didn't seem to like it, and he revoked their visas and threw them out the country. Mess with that man.
Bye-bye.
And I think he was right by doing that. You're not an American citizen. You're going to sit up here and celebrate the death of a man? He revoked it. They're out of here. I think it was 6 of them, 6 foreigners that were doing that.
Get them out. Get them out.
Go, right. And don't come back.
So what's the senator over there in Alabama that was the football coach? Is it Tuberville?
Something like that? Is that right?
I think he just introduced a bill to outlaw all Sharia law in the United States of America.
That'd be good.
Now we get some more people, any of our elected officials out there, this is national. We just stand behind that. Need to get behind that. Need to vote that in and get Sharia law out of the United States. You're welcome here, but don't bring what you're leaving behind.
Yeah, because it wasn't good there.
There was a reason you left.
That's right.
Don't bring it with you. Let's get that out of here. It would also eliminate overcrowding issues at our jail. Yeah.
Well, there you go. It would be. Fix all of that there. All right. We need to do some birthdays there, Otis.
Birthday. Lacey Billings has got a birthday. Happy birthday, Lacey. Tim Atkins. Fannie Mae Johnson's got a birthday. Sherry Broadhead. Brooke Norris Irvin. Michelle Martin Jackson. Laura Pruitt Roberts. And we hear that old Bob there, Bob McNeese, you got your 9th anniversary. So happy birthday to y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Buy something good and expensive, Bob.
Good luck.
He spells his name backwards.
Oh, he's that smart, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Every high school in Oklahoma has a Turning Point chapter. That is impressive.
I give them that, and I think that ought to be taught. The American way and American history in our American schools. Wouldn't that be a foundation?
It would
Teach
be.
Americanism in America? I mean, just an idea. I'm not a teacher or anything. But maybe. That's not backwards, Bob. That's oboe.
Whatever you want to call it there. Let's see what else. We're coming up to the top of the hour. We want to say thank you. And I think you've dug up and got us a great Bible verse to close the show out, haven't you?
I click that app and it pops up, and I'm one of those, if I read it beforehand, I'd mess something up. So I just bring it up, and I don't read it until y'all hear it. So,
all right, what we got?
So this is John 1:14. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. You know, that was one thing that Charlie had, and that was the truth. It hurt so many people, and I think that's failure of society, which gave them false truths. And then when the truth came out, they didn't know how to accept it because it hurts. And there's only one truth, and that is God's truth. And he did send his son in flesh to be with us and to lead us to him. And the truth can be found in the Bible. All we have to do is read it. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bring Jesus into your heart. Ask him to be a part of your day, and it will get better. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, be careful and have fun.